Good morning. Good morning. Aloha. I am here for my last morning in Hawaii. Loud surf today again. So I will try to speak up, see if you can hear me, see if the computer does a good job of noise canceling the raging waves behind me. I am in Kona, part of the Big Island, and I am filled with gratitude. Really, just brimming with gratitude. And I hope that you are too, and you have something to share about what you are appreciating this morning. And when we get together and share the gratitude we got, even if it's a little bit, when we share it is a lot, because it gets amplified by all the hearts that feel it. And if it fills a wheelbarrow up, then we're gonna have to wheel it, and that's 'cause gratitude is the best thing we got to fill our attitude. And even if it's Gerbot that shares his gratitude, that's the way it's going. Good morning, happy life day. Oh boy, good morning. Little impromptu song as always. Good morning, Gerbot. Good morning, Zoe. Good morning, Dawn. Hugs to you in Utah, Dawn. And happy Thursday. It is a happy Thursday. Day of the week has been a wild one for me because I've been adventuring. Oh, so gratitude for the group of guys that I've been with. Scott and Scott, who I've known since junior high. And then a new friend, Tom, who's a friend of Scott's from law school. And man, adventure after adventure. Oh. Yesterday's adventures were twofold. First, what are you grateful for? Gearbot says, grateful for Discord that has brought my friends together across space and time with memes. I don't really have a circle of people that like a text thread of people being silly. I have a few people that I occasionally share things with, but I would like to have a friend group that does more, in group sharing. I'll put that out to the universe. Maybe I should create that. So yesterday, I started the day making a sandcastle at the beach right down there. And when I say sandcastle here, I mean like construction with all the materials around, with rocks and sticks and coconuts and leaves, and made this cool little altar. Which there was a local guy who was concerned that I was going to leave a mess for kids to get hurt on, and he let me know in a way that, well, let's just say I think he is frustrated with tourists showing disrespect to his beaches, and I appreciate that. And so once we were finished, we dismantled it and made sure that it was gone. But I had super fun. Started the day making a sandcastle. Gratitude for that. Um, then hung out with the guys for a while, and then we decided to go to a hard to get to beach, and the 4x4 ride there was, I think, the roughest road I've ever been on in a car. Thankfully, Scott Hoyt has got a ton of experience with like Baja racing, and he just super impressive. So super grateful for the whole like ride there, and then we get to this beach that was uh, not empty, but very few people there, and just beautiful powdery sand, white sand, and tried to snorkel for the first time of the trip. Not too much visibility, but the next adventure all made up for that. So then that also like going like in a car all for 45 minutes, rocky road, 45 minutes back. Like my body was a little battered from the of the car. Um, I mean, it was like, rock. Like a lot of times having to be going like, one rock at a time, really slowly. And then we went to dinner, and then we went out. We got tickets on a boat to go swim with manta rays. So cool. Highly recommend it. You go out at night. Our tickets are 7:45. They take you out to a place where there's lights, because the lights bring the plankton, and so that the manta rays go and feed off the plankton that are accumulated at the nighttime lights. And then they shine lights on these like surfboard things that you hold on to. So you're just floating there, holding onto the surfboard, and so they move you around to get closer to wherever they are. And for like a half an hour, these massive animals, like 8 feet or more, wingspans, do these loops underneath you, where they come up and grab plankton and krill, and they're 3 times I got touched by them as they were making these huge loops of these, massive animals, and it was so beautiful, very surreal feeling. Like I felt almost like altered afterwards. So grateful for the opportunity to swim with manta rays. So grateful for the beautiful, beautiful creatures of this planet, and so grateful to share a wild adventure with my brothers. What are you grateful for? Zoe says, today I am grateful for juggling and to finally own my first ever set of my very own juggling clubs. Thanks, Mom. I'm excited to spend the rest of my life improving on this silly human trick. What a great way to think about it. I should think about that about puppetry. I'm gonna continue to learn that stupid human trick of being a hug monster puppet. Seriously, Gearbody was such a good place. And luckily, so Scott lives on the island and has for a while, and so he's a really friendly guy too. So he knows a lot of people, and people show him cool places, and so it's been really special. Excellent. I might actually be able to do one last thing. I just put together like a minute of video clips from our trip. Good morning, Christopher. Will it let me do this? I don't know if it'll let me do this. Yeah, I think it will. Oh. Maybe not. We'll try it.
Big island, bigger fun. Body sober, heart still young. Scott and John and Scott number 2. Then came Tom, who filled out the crew. Landed in Hawaii with plans to bond. Learned about vines and leaf in front. Tom, John, Scott, so totally numb. What else you got? Big island, bigger fun. Body sober, heart still young. Hiking trails and chasing that glow. From Hawaii's peak to Nani's shore. Cold plunge dives and manta rays flow. Ooh yeah. 4 bros so handsome and cool. Friends since junior high and law school. Bumpy roads and smooth sunsets. Time with old friends is truly the best. Tom, to Scott, so totally know. What else you got?
Oh, yeah. Can I remove this now? Let's see. Yeah. So a little song I had Suno.com help me make last night, and to put over the little video clips of our trip. Good morning, Christopher. Good morning, Hope. Thank you. I am feeling my Santa vibes. I wish I would have started a month earlier. I could have had a real Santa beard going. Oh, Jenny has done the manta ray swimming, an activity I recommend to anyone visiting Big Island. Aloha from Kona. Aloha! Yeah, I've had a great trip. I go home today, flight in a few hours, and just feeling so filled with aloha, so filled with adventures and brotherhood and inspiration, and rest, and really looking forward to seeing Lisa. Really looking forward to going home and seeing my beloved. It was a rugged adventure, and so like the combination of the two 45-minute rides is like kung 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 in the car, and then the manta ray boat ride, 20 minutes there and back, and then the just like line, even line in the water was awkward on my back. So I am feeling like today's 5-hour flight is going to be. I'm going to make sure I have Advil available. Gearbot says grateful for AI and its amazing creative power. Seriously, for all the things that scares me, it is super fun. Like that song. I gave it a bunch of ideas. It made a first draft of a song. I changed almost every line, but it's still like this. It took me 20 minutes instead of never doing it. Hello, Yamil. Look at that. We got Gerbot, Chris, and Yamil, all graduates of last year's Love Ambassador meetup, which is happening again in like a month? No, 3 weeks in San Diego. There's like 2 spots left if you'd like to join us in San Diego, which is not Hawaii, but still very cool. Jenny says, today I'm grateful for all of the abundance of the island. Lucky to live in Hawaii. When I visit my friend Scott, I really am touched by how incredible it is. Even more so, like when I stayed the first half of this trip, most of this trip on the farm that he's on, and it's just simpler and quieter and more connected to the land. And the issues of the day are, one of the ducks is sick, and you eat bananas. Like they've got a bunch of bananas, just for like cut off the tree, just hung in the kitchen, and you just rip one off, and the bananas are so much better. They're so much different than the bananas you get in the store. The bananas in the store feel like they're like whipped and made airy, whereas the ones that here are like this dense. Oh, I kind of ruins me for regular store-bought bananas. Oh no, Yamil. Grateful for having access to all the cold medications in the world so I can barely function, but I am alive. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Chris says, I'll grab a spot. Yeah! I didn't want to pressure you, but so stoked to hear that. Email says, lives will be transformed at your event coming up. I'm really looking forward to it. I've just been getting all these signs from the universe that this is going to be great. Cannot wait. And I can't believe it's already December 19th. I feel like there's so many things that I need to get done in the next week for Christmassy things. But most importantly, Amy and Asher are going to be visiting next week. So you should see some Asher. And see if we can do some live Hug Monster recording. That'll be a trip. And what else? Yeah, I'm just feeling super grateful. Grateful for you. Thank you for the gratitude that you shared and for your presence. Look at how beautiful this is. I don't know if the sun is rising over there, so that you can see the sunrise behind me. You can hear it. You can see there's a bunch of surfers out there. little tiny surfers. So the waves are pretty big. And so grateful for this trip. And I'm ready to go home. That's the way it should be. So wherever you are, thank you for joining me. Stretch those arms out. And let's wrap them around our bodies, feeling embraced by one another. Gratitude for these bodies, gratitude for all the good stuff, including our ability to tolerate the bad stuff. Know that our bodies are healing in this moment. Know that as we go into the world as friendly people, saying hello, lifting our eyes and voices, that we inspire others. So let's keep creating those ripples and strengthening one another when we need a boost. Let's take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of my grandfather, Caleb, and all of you beautiful people, thank you for being here for this Love Ambassador morning. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.